husband and I, we've been married 32 years. We have 3 sons. Our other 2 boys are older than Max, 28 and 26. And then we have Max, who was born in 2000. They labeled it CP and autism when he was about a year old, but we kind of knew all along it was really neither. In 2018, they did a test where they were able to find an anomaly that explained his disorder. It didn't have a name when we first got the results from the lab, and they said that there were 5 cases known worldwide. Within several months, a study was published, and so then we had a name for it. It's called MSL3 syndrome, or Basilicata actar syndrome. The degree to which the disorder affects people can vary, and Max probably is one of the more severely affected. It affects him neurologically primarily. Max walked for, probably 10 to 12 years without much trouble, and the nature of it is a progressive gait disturbance. And once you lose mobility, some of the other medical issues can sneak up on you. So, but we spent most of his, all of his childhood kind of on our own because we did not have a specific diagnosis. We had heard about CP because the Telethon, long before we ever imagined that we would have a son who was a client here. So we were aware of it in the community, but I really didn't know much about it. I think it was the Children's Long-Term Support Program through Brown County, which manages funding and help for families with kids with disabilities. And I think they mentioned the Summer Transition Program to us.
I've been here at CP for 4 years now. I'm an adult instructor in the Adult Day Services program. So I help run a variety of classes from exercise to gross motor games to swim. We have quite a few classes together, so we have gross motor games on Tuesdays, so we play a lot of different games and play a lot of tunes, of course, a lot of different music. And then we have an exercise class together where we work on using the prone stander and working with some different fine motor activities. And then on Fridays, we actually have a dance class, which is super fun. We have a local instructor come in, Lisa from Empowerment Dance, and run the class, and it's a lot of fun.
I used to take Max to the YMCA swimming about once a week on Saturdays, and he just got to the point where it's a little too difficult and unsafe to try to do that on my own. So having CP Center in the pool, he's in the pool here once a week, so that's very beneficial for him, from the kind of the physical therapy aspect of it. But also he just enjoys it. It's just another activity that he can be involved in.
I've been at CP for 8 years. I work with people who have been discharged from the therapists and they still want to work in the water, but they can't by themselves, so I work with them following the therapist program. I've been working with him for about a year now, I believe. He was passed to me by one of our other therapists, and we work on range of motion in the water. The warm water helps his muscles to relax, so we can move legs, move arms, and then near the end of the session, we get him upright and he can actually walk back and forth across the pool, which, as far as I'm aware, he cannot do on land, so it's really great to see him be able to do those things. So, and he seems to really like the walking, because when we start out, he's striding out really big steps, so it's really great to see. Seeing people do things that they didn't think they could do, helping them to improve, because if they can improve in the water, they can improve on land. And it's just so great to see people, like I said, do something that they didn't think they could do, and the smile they get, it's great.
Over the past year, it's been really cool to see Max open up and greet his peers, engage with us a little more and show off his fun personality.
I would say Green Bay is such an amazing community for people with disabilities, and CP is not the only program. There are a lot of great programs in the area, but CP is probably the biggest jewel in the crown. It serves so many people. I would say it's unique in that it can serve clients who have more involved physical issues, but for Max, this is really the only place where his needs can be fully served, where he can spend a whole day and they can do all of his care. And the people that do this are just amazing. They kind of become like family. We really appreciate them. And I don't worry about him. I know he's in good hands, and I know that he's going to be well served and cared for and connect with people. So, yeah, we can't leave Green Bay now. Or if we do, we have to move to one of their other locations.